So, it's the last year of 2025 at sabi ko sa sarili ko, at sabi ko kay Lord, try ko talaga na bago matapos tong taon na to, i-wrap up ko yung 2025 bago mag-welcome yung 2026. So, sobrang sakto, December 31 ngayon, ang oras na ba? 3:06 na ng hapon. Bago kami magpunta sa New Year's Eve celebration namin, gusto ko muna i-shoot tong podcast na to. And, so wag na natin patagalin pa. I have here a visual. Ayan, may nagpapaputok na nga. I have here just a small visual. I have here a keychain na sabi dyan, Jesus can do a lot with a little, na may 5 loaves and 2 fishes na visual. So, nung nakita ko tong gift na to or keychain na to sa isang store, parang medyo nag-flashback yung 2025 for me. Kasi feeling ko, ito talaga yung theme ng 2025 ko. So, some of you naka-receive ng gift na to. Alam ko, sobrang simple niya. Pero sobrang meaningful niyan for me. So, gusto kong ikwento yung journey of 2025 na medyo related sa story of 5 loaves and 2 fishes from the Bible. It's from John 6, I think. And so you can look it up if you want to know the context, if you have not read it before. So, 3 parts. Number 1, I started with not having enough. This year, I started with not having enough. So, I have some things to share about not having enough. The second point is, it's been about surrendering the not enough that I have to God who makes things happen. And then lastly, I want to share about how when we leave it in the hands of the Lord, we can anticipate that He will work. Maybe it may look like not favorable to us. It can also look like favorable to us. But know that whenever we surrender anything to God, we can expect to see Him work. Okay, let's go through each point one by one. So the first one, I started this year not having enough. And sobrang difficult ng year na to for me kasi sobra akong financially challenged. 2024 was very heavy because I had a financial hit, financial loss. Okay, at wag na natin pagandahin na scam ako ng 2024, ng major. So, mahihirapan ako makarecover from that. And on top of that, marami akong ongoing obligations talaga. So, medyo may pinupuntahan na yung buong sweldo ko on a monthly basis. And so, sobrang unexpected for me na magkaroon ng ganong klaseng experience ng 2024. So, 2025, every month, nagpo-project ako kung paano itsura ng next month at naka-project yung buong 2025, yung lahat ng 12 months of the year. At talagang negative siya, given what I am earning with all the expenses na kailangan kong i-pay off on a month-to-month basis. Tapos ang dami pang mga additional expenses na dumating na talagang hindi ko na alam, Lord. So dahil dun sa mga unexpected na dumagdag pa this year, talagang gipit na gipit ako. So kung makaka-relate, kung alam niyo yung story ng 5 loaves and 2 fishes, merong thousands of people na kailangan pakainin that needed to be fed. And so meron lang isang boy na meron siyang 5 loaves and 2 fishes. At sabi niya, eto, I can offer this. Hindi kasha, obviously hindi kasha. Kasi ilan lang yon compared sa maraming kailangan pakainin. So parang yung meron din ako, ito lang yung meron ako compared sa kailangan kong bayaran. Ang liit niya. Pero, so yun. So parang just to let you know, I started this year not having enough. Pero bahala na. And so, number 2, is surrendering it to the Lord who knows how to manage well and to make miracles. And so part of this year, yung major hit for me was, so dahil nga may mga additional expenses na dumating for this year na hindi ko ina-expect or hindi naka-project for 2025. Kumbaga, ang hirap na nga nung 2024. Tapos may sudden pang pumasok ng 2025 na parang, wow, nabibigatan na ako, dinagdagan niyo pa yung weight Talaga naman. So, lalong bumigat. So, dumating yung point na hindi ko masettle yung credit cards ko in full. Alarming yun for me kasi ibig sabihin talaga, negative na negative ako para hindi ko masettle yung credit cards ko in full. So, nangyari yun twice throughout this year. 2 months akong hindi makasettle ng full. So, dumating ako sa point na 2 months na akong consecutive hindi makasettle, nasa stress na ako kasi ayokong mag-accumulate ng further debts in my life. Ayokong mag-cash loan, ayokong i-installment yung mga payables ko for the month kasi dadagdag lang yun ang dadagdag sa kailangan kong bayaran. Parang gusto kong umahon, ayoko na lumubog. So, nung time na yun, dinidecide ko na Lord, ano kaya, kailangan ko nang bawasan yung expenses or kailangan ko bawasan yung binabayaran kung kulang talaga yung pumapasok na pera. So, nagpe-pray pa ako noon, Lord, mag-apply na ba ako sa ibang work para mag-abroad ba ako, ganong levels, para mas kumita ng mas malaki ang mga ganon. Pero parang when I was praying about it, parang meron talaga akong peace na, hindi, magsistay ka pa. So, ako naman, Lord, sige, kung magsistay ako, kita mo naman yung balance sheet natin. Kita mo yung meron, kita mo yung liabilities. So, paano to? Kayo nang bahala, parang ganun. Pero, kung hindi talaga ako aalis, ibig sabihin, kailangan magkasya yung income ko sa lahat ng kailangan kong bayaran. So, ang gagawin natin, kailangan natin bawasan yung binabayaran natin. So, isa doon ay, meron akong kinuhang condo 2023 pa. Actually, for turnover yung next year. At excited sana ako sa turnover ng next year. So, pinag-iisipan ko na yun, na Lord, isurrender ko na. Siyempre, titignan mo lahat ng variables, diba? Nagbawas na ako sa gas kasi mas nag-commute ako this year. Marami akong tinry na rin bawasan para sana hindi ko kailangan isurrender yung condo. Pero hindi talaga siya pa rin sumasapat. So, pinagpipray ko na yun, yung condo na yun, na parang, Lord, isusurrender na ba natin tong condo na to for 2026? So, kasi malaki din yung monthly nun. So, malaki yung free up for me if ever. Pero, medyo heartbreaking yun for me kasi nga parang, syempre, prayer din yun nung na-acquire natin. Tapos, ang dami mo nang na-imagine, oh, finally, you'll have your own place, you'll have your property, ganyan-ganyan. But anyway, kung hindi nga, at kailangan natin i-let go, kasi sabi ni Lord, stay, so be it. Kala mong daling sabihin, pero umiyak-iyak ako nun. And so, nagpa-compute ako, ganyan. So, magkano yung refund value, ganun. So, ang refund value ay 1/6 lang nung total na nahulog ko. So, ang liit nun. So, nung sabi ko, Lord, ito lang daw yung refund value. Parang, sure ba? Ganyan. Pero kahit na maliit lang yon, 1/6 lang yon ng refund value. Kahit pa paano every month, may mga free up akong money na that goes to that condo every month. So, parang baka pwede na rin. And then, soon after, parang almost in the same week yon, nung surrender ko yung condo, nag-email sa akin yung work ko na may bonus daw ako. All of a sudden, may bonus ako. Unexpected yung bonus na yon kasi daw I worked hard for this project, blah, blah, blah. So parang, sobrang amazed ko na parang saan galing yon. Kasi kung may ganun ba tayong policy, wala namang in-announce na reward system to actually earn something like that. Pero parang, sa sobrang feeling ko at that moment, napaka-intimate ng moment na yun for me, na parang it's between me and the Lord. Kasi parang feeling ko, buong journey ko financially, kami dalawa lang ni Lord yun eh. Siya lang yung nakakaalam ng balance sheet ko every month, na parang nakaalam niya yung financial statements ko na what goes in and what goes out, paano natin pinagkakasya yung monthly income with our monthly obligations. So, nung dumating yung bonus na yon, parang alam ko rin na si Lord yon na I got you, girl. Ganong feeling. Tapos, yung amount nun ay 5/6 of the amount that I lost nung sinurrender ko yung condo. So, parang binalik din sa akin ni Lord yung sinurrender ko. And, kung dumating yun bago ko isurrender yung condo, siguro may isip ko na hindi pa pinapag-give up sa akin ni Lord yung condo. Pero dumating yung bonus right after kong isurrender. So, talagang mai-interpret ko siya as pinapag-give up na talaga siguro sa akin ni Lord yung condo na yun. Kaya, binless niya ako after. So, ganun ko siya in-interpret. So, anyway, so this year, finally, meron pa akong, nag-jump tayo sa third point, which is when you place it in His hands, you can anticipate that He will work whatever we have surrendered to Him. Kahit na kulang yon, kahit pa nga negative yung surrender mo sa Kanya. Kunwari, surrender mo yung anxiety mo, or surrender mo yung bitterness mo or anger, for example, kahit na negative yung sinurrender mo, pero you placed it in the hands who can make things miraculously, or He could make things happen, who can make the impossible possible. Parang that's the safest place to keep everything that we have, ganun. Anyway, so leading to this, so nangyari yun lahat, parang August, September, ganyan. Meron kaming November trip ng family ko na nakabook na yun last year pa. Nasa-stress na ako, to be honest, leading to that month. Kasi parang hindi ko na nga mapagkasya on a month-to-month basis. But magta-trip pa ako ng November. So parang hindi ko siya parang nawawala. Usually kapag may trip ka, diba, excited ka, nililook forward mo. Pero itong trip na to, talagang na-anxiety ako about it. Kasi parang wala akong karapatang mag-trip at hindi ko alam kung ma-enjoy ko kasi I don't have funds for it. Really. Pero dahil nga dumating yung bonus na yon, na clear off ko yung credit cards ko, that time magta-third month na yon na hindi ko masasettle if ever walang darating na money. Pero nasettle natin yon. Tapos may natira pang konti for the trip na, so to spend time with my family na peacefully, wala kang anxiety. So this year, it's last day of December and hindi ko inaasahan na mag-e-end siya in a positive number. Kahit na slim lang yon, green pa din. Kasi red yung projection ko. Red meaning loss throughout the year. Pero wala gumawa si Lord ng paraan. Kaya yung iba, kasi nung nakita ko tong keychain na to, gusto kong magbigay ng regalo. Kahit na ang simple lang, diba? Pero napaka-meaningful niya. Limited lang siya, kaya konti lang yung nabigyan ko. Pero sobrang meaningful nito for me kasi the fact na nakapagregalo pa ako ngayong Pasko, that really means the Lord has given me an excess of the things that I need for the year. So praise the Lord, and sobrang gusto ko lang i-share itong story na to kasi ayoko rin makalimutan yung faithfulness niya sa akin itong 2025. So, kung nagsastruggle ka financially this year or nilook forward mo yung 2026 na mabigat kasi nga meron kang financial obligations, probably may loss ka rin majorly, maybe sa business or may mga biglang nagkasakit na hindi mo alam paano mo isa-settle. I really just pray that may we be reminded or may we internalize itong story ng 5 loaves and 2 fishes na it started with not enough. Pero it ended with trusting God and seeing Him work. So yun yung gusto kong i-share na encouragement to all of you as we start a new year. Happy New Year, guys, and God bless you all.